Bike Air, Bike Air. Where have you been, Bike Air? Guys, the time has come to review the Jordan 1 Low, Bike Air, Nigel Sylvester. It's long. I know it's long, guys. There's a lot of names there going on. You guys get the point. Run my intro. We ain't got time to waste. What's going on, my YouTube fam? Hopefully you find yourself in health, wealth, prosperity, all great things, guys. And yes, the time has come. I finally assessed the sneaker over here that I have right in front of me. And like I said, guys, I'm going to give you a full, brutal, honest review because I ain't playing games no more. When it comes to these shoes, I'm not playing no more games. It ain't going to happen up in this joint. But there's certain things that got me out of surprise. I'm not going to lie to you guys. So let's get into it immediately. And you already know how I start this. It's not the materials or the toe box yet. The presentation. That's what it's all about. Guys, the presentation on this box is not bad at all. It's pretty nice, actually. I'm not going to lie to you. You know, it's an all matte, Bike Air and matte as well. The whole box matte. On the front of the box, it says Bike Air. On the other side, it says Nike with the swoosh, 1985, Air Jordan 1. And on the other side of the box, it says Bike Air as well, just like the front. And right there, you guys see the QR codes, the whole shebang. Air Jordan 1 Retro LW OG Nitro. So yes, guys, it's not just Nigel Sylvester, Bike Air, Jordan 1 Low. It's not just that, guys. It's also Air Jordan 1 Retro LW OG Nitro. Yes, guys. The name of these shoes is harder than putting on a t-shirt on an octopus. Just imagine that, guys. Just imagine that. That quote is a lot better in Spanish, but you guys get the point of exactly what it is. But the presentation is very nice. And inside of the box, it has the bike and the BMX right behind the lid. Very nice. Nothing special with the paper. It doesn't give you the nice Nigel Sylvester paper that the other Bike Airs have. No, guys, this is just pure white paper. And it has two spare laces, one in red and the other one in black. And the one that the actual sneaker comes with, that is a sale color, guys. So yes, there's the presentation. Very nice, very good. Let's get to the shoes now. And a random side tangent just to tick off people. The black metallic 5s are still a piece of crap. Yes, I had to do that one, guys, because I like to poke it. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I'm all about. Anyways, guys, it is time for the final assessment. The final assessment comes towards the end of the video, but I'm going to give you the whole shebang here. Even though it's still a Jordan 1 Low, and I don't know how much more you're going to be able to talk about it, but it is what it is. And you guys already know how I start this. The materials and the toe box. Well, guys, on this one, there is a lot to talk about. I'm not going to lie to you, even though it is still a simple Jordan 1 Low, but it's not that simple. In the toe box, guys, as you guys can see, I'm pushing down on that toe box. Very premium leather all the way through. Very nice. I'm talking about extremely premium leather. And you see all the fading on the whole toe box that you see like it was ridden, you know, with the BMX, you know, worn down, baby. Better with time, just like the actual name of the shoe or the 100,000 name that it has. But back to the point, you do see the dot swoosh right in the toe box right there in like this yellow color. Very nice. I like it. And the leather is identically the same as the top, as the toe cap, guys. It's the same leather. And honestly, all the black in this shoe is the exact same leather. Very high grade leather. Very, very high grade, just to get that out of the way. Staying in the top of the shoe, the tongue is in a white nylon. The laces are in sail color, like I was mentioning a little earlier. That I personally like that contrast, that I'm going to keep it with the sail laces. That's just the way I'm going to keep it, guys. But I guess the black and the red doesn't look that bad, you know, either. If you guys want the shoe to pop, with the red doesn't look bad. All the way in the top, the Nike tab. Well, there is no Nike on this one. Bike Air, that honestly, Well, I mean, we'll talk about it later on, guys. We'll talk about it later on. I'm not gonna spoil it right now. But yes, very nice touch, and it's in red, guys. Going inside of the shoe, the actual insole is in all sail color. And me personally, you know what? Let me switch that up, bro, because I caught myself saying sail. Cream, get the money. Yes, guys. And it says Bike Air in red. Very nice. Of course, guys, 9.5. We'll get to that later on. And staying in the inside of the shoe, real quick, guys, it does say Jordan Biking Co. since 2017. I like that touch very much. I like it a lot. Now, going to the side of the shoe, here's where the thing gets controversial with certain people, including myself. Like I said, we'll talk about it at the end. The leather, like I said, premium all the way through. And the swoosh, this is the little aspect right here, is actually stamped on to the shoe, guys. In other words, it's a sticker. To me, you ain't gonna convince me otherwise. It's a sticker. That right there, guys, like I said, I'll give you the assessment at the end, but very controversial. And it looks like it was sewn, you know, it is what it is. There's a lot of theories behind how the shoe was actually created. We'll talk about it, like I said, later on. But it does have some nice details on it, like the drawing around it, you know, it's pretty nice, guys. And there is no fade on the side panel of the shoe. There is a little bit towards the front there, but the actual fade comes into the back of the shoe. And staying in the back of the shoe, Air Jordan, with all those outlines going around it, and it does have a little stitching right under the basketball. You guys can see a little stitch. That's it. That's the only stitching you're gonna get. That honestly, it is not a stitching. I don't even know what the hell this is, to be honest with you guys. I'm trying to figure out if it is a stitching or not, but you guys will see it there. It looks like a stitching to me, but it also looks like it's plastic. Once again, guys, very confusing. Yeah, it's just very confusing. Going into the midsole is dirty. That's the way, that's like the most, guys, I can actually put it. It's nice and tarnished, you know, it has that nice wear look. It looks a little pissy. Not gonna lie, guys, I'm not gonna beat around the bush on this one. It looks pissy. It looks like somebody really ragged out these shoes, and you literally almost paid $200 for a shoe that looks ragged out. Yeah. But yes, guys, nice and patina. There you go. That's the word. Patina. Patina to the point that even the actual little sewing, you can see it right there. It gets dark yellow. Yeah, guys, well, at least in detail wise, I don't know how hard it is to patina a midsole, but hey, it's pretty detailed. Going into the sole of the shoe and the finale, to be honest with you guys, it does say, no, actually, I'm lying about that one. Excuse me about that. I'm still missing one more thing that is actually on the left shoe, guys. But staying with that sole, the prototypical Jordan 1 low sole, the best tread pattern in Nike history. It is what it is. And it says Nike embossed right in the middle with that ashy look. You know what I'm saying? Ashy Larry style. Come on, Chappelle. Bring it back, bro. Bring it back. But yes, guys, it does have like that ashy look, you know, I guess like walking in rocks or something. I don't know. It is what it is, guys. And now it's time to bring the difference, the only difference that's between the right shoe and the left shoe, guys. And the only difference on this one is the actual insole says Nigel Sylvester. Yes, guys, honestly, I think that's on every single Nigel shoe there is and all these collaborations, but it's the only difference. The rest is identically the same, and it is what it is. So now I did show you the inside of the shoe for the simple fact that I'm not gonna hold back anymore when it comes to these shoes, because it's getting to a point that it's like, all right, dude, you know, whatever. Like I said, I'll make a video talking about it. But the inside of this shoe, as you guys can see right there on camera, it's actually a leather piece all the way through. I understand, guys, that is the style, and I understand that there's gonna be always somebody out there, bro, but that's the way it is. You know what I'm saying? Well, guys, if you like to pay an extra $30-$40 that they're selling these shoes for to give me this right here on the side, I'm sorry. That just doesn't work with me. Trust me, guys, I don't mind. Bro, sell me the shoe for $300. I don't care. But don't give me this. Don't give me this. That you know it's just gonna peel the hell off. It's already old looking as it is, guys. This pisses me off as much as those Jordan 5 black metallics that everybody raved about when years ago nobody gave a crap about it. So the reality of it is, don't give me that. The shoe is spectacular, bro. Spectacular work they did on the shoe. The materials, bro, it is great. But this right here and this right here, and then you come and you shaft it in with giving me an actual leather piece right here, bro. No, bro. No. I said it. No. That ain't gonna happen, bro. That ain't. Come on, man. It is what it is, dude. How are you gonna make such a beautiful sneaker and do that right there? Dude, complain all you want. Go off in the comments. I need that. I need you to go off in the comments. But this right here, intolerable. And that's what they keep doing. You guys saw my Jordan Undefeated review. Brutal honesty. I was looking forward, after I got those shoes, I was looking forward to seeing these more than the actual Jordan Undefeated, because I was very let down. Very let down. Bro. And then I come and I see this sticker. Okay, it's printed, it's hot printed. I don't give a shit what you say, bro. That's a decal that's gonna peel off and become a piece of crap in the future. That is not nice. Not nice. Let me not go off, guys. Let me not go off, because it is what it is. Anyways, guys, sizing, of course, 9.5 all day. The look of the shoe is beautiful, as you guys can see it on foot. Gorgeous shoe. Gorgeous colorway. Gorgeous materials. Gorgeous. Except that sticker. Yeah, a sticker. It is what it is, guys. It is what it is, bro. You know, I cannot complain about anything else. The materials, the details, the way it's scuffed up. Beautiful all the way through. Just, I don't like that whatsoever. And I definitely do not like this whatsoever. But hey, it's already patinaed, so might as well just rag it out and people won't even notice that it's all destroyed. It is what it is, guys. That's pretty much it for the Jordan 1 Low. Guys, look for it. Stay tuned. Look for it. I don't know what the hell you're going to look for. Stay tuned for the video that I'm going to do talking about in comparison and my little thoughts. Yeah, I'm doing the sound effects myself. Of what I think is starting to happen with Jordan and Nike. You know what I'm saying? What was I staring at right now, guys? You might ask. I have no idea. It is what it is, guys. Till next time, everybody, I love you all. And I'm always wishing you the best. Con mucho amor. Guatemecado style. Peace. El cohete.